shillings. Now, a related story, we want to take a look at what has just happened to Kenyans earning monthly salaries because the Social Health Insurance Fund contributions have been affected in the end-of-month deductions. We want to take a look at what is changing, moving from the NHIF to Social Health Insurance Fund. I want us to look at that by starting at currently, or previously, the NHIF monthly contributions are between 500 shillings and 1,700 shillings. That has gone up to, of course, that was 6,000 shillings annually, up to 20,400 shillings for the highest contributor. But that is changing to 2.75% per annum. Now, if you're to talk about these bands on how they are changing, for a person earning a salary of 20,000 shillings, the monthly contribution now at 2.75% is 550 shillings. For a person earning 50,000 shillings, the contribution is 1,375. For a person earning 70,000, 2.75% comes to 1,925 shillings. 100,000 comes to 2,750. This is a person that would have paid a maximum of 1,700 shillings. For a person earning 150,000 shillings in salary, the contribution now is 4,125. Let's take a look at more numbers in as far as how much employees are earning. For a person earning 200,000 shillings every month, the contribution is 5,500 shillings. For a person earning 500,000 shillings, the contribution is 13,750 shillings. And for a person earning 1,000,000 shillings, it is 27,500 shillings. Of course, if you have to calculate this annually, it gets to quite a lot of money compared to what has been contributed. Now, some of the current deductions that you have now to contend with, and you're looking at this comparing to before the Kenya Kwanza administration came to office. In October 2022, the maximum contribution for National Social Security Fund, NSSF, was 200 shillings. As we speak, the maximum is 2,160 shillings. This has been effected the past, that was 2023 and 2024. For the NHIF, in October 2022, the maximum was 1,700 shillings. That has changed to 2.75%. Housing levy, there was no housing levy in October 2022. Now it is 1.5%. The pay as you earn, the taxation band, the maximum was 30%. Now it is 35% after the introduction of two new bands, courtesy of the Finance Act of 2023. Let's take a look at some of the pay slips that you can look at. For instance, a person earning 50,000 shillings, the NSSF contribution in 2022 was 200 shillings. Now it's 2160. Housing levy was non-existent. Now it's 750. NHIF was 1,200. The Social Health Insurance Fund now is 1,375. There was pay as you earn, that is the taxation, of 7,143. It has gone down to 6,622, and this is because the housing levy attracts a bit of insurance relief. Then or the housing levy relief. Then the total deductions in October 2022 were 8,544. It is now 10,877, meaning the take-home in 2022 was 41,456. Now it is down to 39,092 shillings. That's a reduction of 2,364 in about 2 years. Let's take a look at something else. For someone making 200,000 shillings every month, the NSSF deductions, you can see them, the maximum of 200, now 2160. The housing levy was 0, now it's 3,000 shillings. The Social Health Insurance Fund has changed, of course, from 1,700 to 55. The pay as you earn, the taxation was 52,060 shillings. It is now 51,000, but now the total deductions have increased by 7,900 because it is now 61,946, meaning the net pay, the take-home for a person earning 200,000 shillings is down to 138,000 shillings, and it was 146,000 shillings in October. Let's take a look at another pay slip of 600,000 shillings. Remember, a person earning more than 500,000 shillings, there is the new tax band of 32.5% for the 300,000 shillings past 500,000, meaning the pay also is affected. So a person earning this much, in October 2022, the paid pay of 172,000. Now it is 172,000, a difference, a little difference, again, courtesy of the housing levy as well as the relief that comes with it. So if you have to look at the total deductions, it's gone up from 173,969 up to 200,492 shillings, meaning the net pay was 426,000. It is now down to 399,000 shillings, which is a reduction of 26,000 523 on a payslip of a person earning this much. But of course, this does not put into consideration other deductions if you have a loan, if you have SACCO contributions or any other insurance programs that you may have. In sum, 100,000 shillings, a person earning 100,000 shillings, the October 2022 take-home was 76,031 shillings. It is now down to 72,080 shillings, and that's a reduction of 3,951. For a person earning a million shillings, the take-home in October 2022 was 706,000 shillings, 31 shillings also, but now it's down to 648,000 shillings, and that's a reduction of 57,569. Remember, the NHIF, that was the contribution up until September 2022, had insurance relief for 15% of the premiums. As we speak, the Social Health Insurance Fund does not have insurance relief. This, we have asked questions from the Kenya Revenue Authority. They are saying there are no instructions from the government to really affect this, also saying there's no particular law that allows the Social Health Insurance Fund contributions to be considered for insurance relief. If this were to be given, then 15% of the premiums you're paying would come back to you as a relief. And that's how the payslips have been affected effective October 2020.